3 points. Sekou, lead us off, buddy.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. I know this is out of bounds. You don't normally do this time of year, but I am picking a New Year's resolution for somebody else. Yes, Vince, I have my own work to do. Let's not get into that. I'm getting one for Blake Griffin, and I think it's high time that he stopped allowing other players to get under his skin and to take him out of his game. I know it's on the scouting report and every other locker room. First line has to be get into Blake's chest, make him uncomfortable, take him out of his game. You take the Los Angeles Clippers out of their game. That has to stop in 2014. We need to see more of what we saw from Blake Griffin on Saturday night. The 40 and 10 he gave the Utah Jazz is more like what we need to see from him on every occasion. This guy's way too talented, way too much upside to continue to struggle in big games against big players, when they take him out of his action. Blake Griffin, 2014, shake the haters off and just keep playing. Craig?
Sunday night in Orlando, I witnessed an amazing feat in the NBA. Kyle Korver of the Atlanta Hawks made a three-pointer for the 100th consecutive game. Jacques Vaughn, the Orlando coach, said, incredible. You know where he is. He's on your scouting report. You tell your players to be accountable. Do not let him shoot a three. But somehow he gets open and he buries the shot. Dano Barros had the previous record at 89. Our own Dennis Scott is right up there with 78 consecutive games. But 100 games and counting for Kyle Korver. He has put the rest of the marks way behind, shattered them. Now, I'm not saying this rivals the great streaks in sports history. Joe DiMaggio, 56-game hitting streak. Wayne Gretzky, 51 games in a row with a goal and an assist. And even Drew Brees, 54 straight touchdown passes in the game. But it is an amazing feat. Incredible for not a guy who is a great player, but a guy who's great at what he does. Congratulations to Kyle Korver. Vince?
All right, Segs. Now, full disclosure here, guys. I grew up in Cleveland as a Cavs fan, but I'm also an NBA fan and an employee here. So I wanted the Andrew Bynum experiment to work because I thought it would be good for the league. An all-star big man, the comeback story and all that. But Bynum went all 7-foot Grinch last week. A Cavs insider said he was moping and griping at practice both on Christmas Day and then again on Friday when he popped off to head coach Mike Brown. The two had a meeting. The next day, poof, he was gone. Now, having said that, I don't believe it was all Andrew Bynum because this Cavs team has two ball-dominant guards in Irving and Waiters. Sometimes these guys play with blinders on, and if you're a big man whose knees hurt constantly, you're running up and down the floor, you never get a touch, it can be frustrating. The Cavs are dysfunctional, they're underachieving, and I think that fueled the malcontent in Bynum. Is he finished? I don't know. I doubt it. A guy like Doc Rivers, maybe he could push his buttons. But I do know this. The Cavs are thinking, A, good riddance, and B, at least we're not the Browns.